Beavers have been missing from our landscape for over 400 years, and some records suggest that the last sighting of a wild beaver in Northamptonshire was over 900 years ago. But things have changed, and as of February this year, we successfully reintroduced a family of 8 beavers into our Nene Wetlands Nature Reserve here in Northants. Today we are going to have a look around Delta Pit and see what we find. It's been a while since the last update video on how our Nene Wetlands beavers are getting on. They started off navigating around Delta Pit, tasting almost every other tree, finding their way around, and after they set up shop in their first lodge, what we've seen since has been quite amazing. In April time, they started doing things like this, felling larger trees, some up to 200 millimeters in diameter. You can see the classic beaver gnawing technique, taking strips of material away, and you can see the regeneration that's happening, these new shoots coming through, which is part of the process of the beaver farming. What the beavers are trying to achieve when they're taking trees like this down are better access to the bark that is associated with the trees, particularly over winter and into spring. Beavers will bark strip to access the cambium layer of the tree, which is more nutrient rich. So you might be able to see on some of these trees that bark stripping behavior. What they can access once the tree is down to ground level is those canopy leaves, which is more food for them, as well as the smaller branches, which they can then cart off and use to build structures, things like lodges, dams. The absolute bonus feature of taking these trees down is that regeneration. So that beaver farming process of taking a tree, coppicing a tree essentially in the same way that we might, that actually lengthens its lifespan, and that new regeneration, that new growth that comes up and the following seasons is what the beavers are looking for. Again, a higher nutrient content in that vegetation, and creating their own food source over a long period of time. So you can tell from the coloration actually of the material itself and these chips that the beavers have removed from the tree, that this is actually a fresher fell. This coloration, where it's nice and orange, bright coloured, means that it's probably happened within the past couple of weeks. This one in particular, which is very bright, might have happened a couple of days ago, potentially. So this is something that we've been seeing more and more over the past few months going into summer. And these are beaver access channels and canals that they've been creating all around the reserve, but particularly in this southeast corner and near the lodge too. What they're trying to achieve with this is by digging these canals, they use the same routes consistently. You know, they are creatures of habit. They can move material more easily around the site via these canals and make their lives a little easier. This is the amazing part of being in this process and seeing these new things for the first time, because you know, you just turn around a corner and see something fantastic and new. It's just an amazing thing to watch and come into fruition. This is the first tree that we found that was anything larger than a stick, basically. They've been working on this since after, well, maybe a week or two after they came in, and to take it down yet, but been working away. And I wonder whether this is a tooth sharpening point of some sort, because it's ash and harder wood than the willow. So there's a bit of a debate at the moment between the reserves team as to what they're using it for, but haven't felled it yet, and it'll be an interesting one to see if they do.